Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing really well today. I'm always checking to see if the Facebook Live producer is working. Awesome. I think it's live. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing really well today. I am Michelle Legaly. I am the creator of this group, the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group. We have over 83,000 members now. So, empaths and sensitives are coming out of the woodwork, and it's perfect timing. With the world the way it is, we need more healers, helpers, light workers, whatever you want to call yourself. That's us. We are the intuitives, the healers, the helpers, light workers. And it's like perfect timing, divine timing. Good morning. Thank you, Sharon, for being here. Robin, good to see you. If you're here live, I would love for you to say hello in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Then I will check these comments later. Okay, here's what we're doing today. Every Tuesday, I show up live and helping you, serving you, and I'm going to continue to do that. That's why I'm here. Today, we are talking about a sneak peek inside of intuitive life coaching. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Dusty, Dixie. Hi, I'm glad you're here. And a sneak peek inside of intuitive life coaching. I've been sitting here kind of thinking about what would bring value to you. And I think I would like to talk about two pieces. What an intuitive life coaching session looks like for myself and a client. And then also, like, what does my life look like as an intuitive life coach? Is anybody interested in that? And why am I doing this? Because next week we are taking a deep dive, a 5-day challenge called Become an Intuitive Life Coach. So I'm starting to talk about this more and more. Again, I really believe we're being called to help and serve people. And if you're interested in that profession, I would love to talk with you and work with you. So next week I'm doing a complete 5-day challenge plus a lot of bonus days starting next Monday, April 19th at noon every day. I will put the registration link in the comments later on. So if you know you want to join the 5-day challenge, make sure you say me please or me or raise your hand or 5-day challenge. Send me the link. You can put anything you want so that I know that you want that link and I will send you the registration. Okay, let's do this. So deep dive next week. This is a little sneak peek. So first let's talk about what a session looks like. So why am I even teaching this? I want you to know it's possible, like to really help people transform. There was a time I didn't believe in myself. In fact, many years ago, I worked as a psychic and a medium, and I would see clients for what we called readings, right? And for me, I was just giving intuitive information. I would close my eyes. I would tell someone the spirits, the loved ones that I saw around them. That was mediumship. I would also work psychically, telling them what I was noticing in their life. I wasn't reading anyone's future. It's not like that. What else? If they asked me about a relationship, I could feel into that. If they asked me about like moving or kids or whatever, I would feel into that and give them what I got. So it was a lot of me giving information, and that was fine. It was the best thing I knew. But little by little, I could tell something was wrong with that model for me, not anybody else, just for me. And what I realized was my own guidance system said, you're not in the entertainment business. Get out. You want to really heal people. And I thought to myself, I thought I was helping and healing people with that. And I was, but I was ready to move on to more. I was ready for more. That more ended up being life coaching. I learned about life coaching, studied it, had mentors. I got a life coach, several of them, for business, for my personal life. I saw the value of it. I started to integrate my intuition with life coaching, and that's how intuitive life coaching came to be for me. I now go on and help other people with that. So in my own sessions with private clients, I do 3 things, maybe 4 things every session. And I'm just going to break them down and we're going to go deeper next week into them if you're interested. I use my intuition. That's one of the pieces. I use life coaching with a client. I use energy tools. If we don't deal with people's emotions, their beliefs, their patterns, nothing changes. And so we have to work with that. That's energetic. Those are the 3 biggest tools I use. And then I think what happens in sessions, I call it empowering. People become empowered in their sessions because they start to see their own patterns and behaviors. They start to dissociate from them. It's not them. They're not in the spin of things anymore. They observe it. And that's really an empowering piece in somebody's life. Now, taking those pieces and creating structure around it is what I call intuitive life coaching. So there's a lot of structure around a session. Sessions can last anywhere from I've had 2 hour sessions easily. Sessions can go for 1 hour. Sometimes now I'll have 30-minute sessions if I've been with a client for many years and we just need some check-ins like, hey, how's it going? Are you doing okay? Things like that. So that's what a session looks like. Does anybody have any questions about that? Does anybody have any interest in that for themselves? All right, Linda, I'll make sure you get the 5-day challenge link. Thank you. How many of you have an interest in becoming a coach, an intuitive life coach? So the difference between an intuitive life coach and a life coach, I believe is the intuitive part. And the intuitive part that I'm best at and best at teaching at is the emotion. We as empaths, we pick up on the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of people. And I believe emotions reside in the subconscious mind. And I'm going into next week's stuff already, and I believe the real change happens in our subconscious. You can't just tell somebody, quit eating ice cream or go to the gym or whatever they're wanting in their life, and it changes, right? We know that. We have to go to the subconscious and address the patterns there. And the patterns, I believe, run the fuel of the patterns that we want and don't want. The fuel of that is emotions and feelings, beliefs about ourselves. And since we as empaths, our gift in the world is understanding and feeling emotions. Does that make sense? So when I'm working with someone, I can feel the emotions and where they're attached, where there's fuel, where they don't want fuel for that pattern. And then we release the fuel, we release the emotion from that thing. The pattern changes. The pattern doesn't exist anymore. Does that make sense, you guys? Awesome. Good. Awesome, Robin. You and I should have a talk. I would love to talk. I think you would be so good at this. Okay, good. So that's the intuitive piece. That's what I love about intuitive life coaching. And then there's life coaching, which is more linear and grounded. So since my world came from psychic world and mediumship world and giving readings and feeling into people, it was a natural progression for me to become an intuitive coach or an intuitive life coach. And I believe if you're an empath, you will be an excellent intuitive life coach. Okay, and there's so many more pieces to that we're going to go over next week. We're going to dive deep. Awesome, Debbie. Yes. Okay, that's any questions about that? Like what a session looks like? Anybody have any questions? And if you don't, that's okay. And if you do, please share them in the chat. I'll move on a while. Next part is, people have asked me, Michelle, what's your life like as an intuitive life coach? Well, I've kept this quiet for a long time, but I make multiple 6 figures as an intuitive life coach. And I was like in quiet about it because I grew up in a community where that wasn't, you didn't, I don't even know how to say it. I'm still wobbly about it. I'm still wobbly about talking about, but I had a desire to make a real great living being an intuitive life coach. I saw my husband making a great living as a salesman. I saw all these people out in the world with regular jobs, making good money. And I was like, well, why can't I do it in my life? Why can't we who are in service, who are the light workers, why can't we be light workers or helpers or healers that make great money? I didn't see that model anywhere. Everyone I was hanging around with was great at helping, but was not good at receiving. Does that make sense? Okay, so this has been my stretch this year and last year, like to start talking about like, we can make a great living at this. There's no shame in that. So I make multiple 6 figures in my business, and I can still feel my cringing talking about it, but I want that for all of us who wants it. Now, what's my day look like? I'll just give you today. I'm looking at my calendar. You get the beautiful thing about being an intuitive life coach or any entrepreneurial endeavor is you get to decide. I decide my schedule. I decide how many clients I see every day. Does that make sense? It's an awesome life. So, like, here's my schedule today. I'm always off in the morning. I are not off. I'm not seeing any clients in the morning. So like this morning, I worked on my business. I went to yoga. I'm doing this Facebook Live. I have practitioner group training for the Intuitive Life Coaching program that I already exist. I meet with those practitioners every Tuesday to work, to practice. I meet with 2 private clients after that. And then I'm done at 5 o'clock this evening, Eastern time. Now, I don't have to have it that way, but that's the way I want it. So does that make sense? Maybe you'd rather work with people in the morning. Maybe like, oh, who's here? Is Shan, are you here? If one of my students wants to just see 2 people a week, she doesn't really have an interest in creating a lot of income. That's not something she's calling for herself. So she's setting herself up to just see a few clients a week. Does that make sense? Love how you make your own schedule a luxury. Yeah, Debbie, I want to start planting these seeds. It's possible for all of us. It's possible for all of us. Okay, any questions in the chat? I'm happy to talk. There you are, Shan. Good to see you. Hopefully you were okay that I mentioned you. Um, yes, I've always loved being my own boss. Me too, Robin. Me too. I want that for all of us. If COVID has taught us nothing, at least it's taught us like, okay, we can create this the way we want to create this. We get to create the life. I see it with all of my kids. I have 3 girls. Their lives have all changed and they've had to recreate their lives and what they want in their lives. Because they all came home and our lives changed, I then had to recreate my life as an intuitive life coach. So now I just work in my business Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are my days I see clients and work with in my group programs. Monday and Friday, I don't work with anybody. I'm here with my kids, or we have doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff, and I might be working on my business, but not in my business. Debbie says, how much would you charge someone for a session? Debbie, we are going to go into that deep next week on the challenge. It's one of our days. Let me see. It's happening on day 4. I'm calling it the 6-figure activation. I want to start putting you guys in the mindset like, can I do this? You can do this. I'm telling you, I am a living example of you can create a business that is prosperous for you, that creates health, that creates wealth for you. You absolutely can. Okay, so that's happening next day 4. So that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's on Thursday next week. Sign up if you're interested. And then I know on one of the bonus days, we're going to really dive into creating like I'm looking for it here. Bonus days next on Saturday, April 24th, how to charge for your services, and it's an intuitive life coach. So Debbie, sign up for that. I would love to work with you, and we'll dial in all of that. Any other questions? What exactly is a life coach? That's such a good question if you're new to it. I don't even know. I don't have a formal definition, but here's what it is for me. A life coach is someone who helps you in any part of your life. Any part of your life. Relationships. There's health coaches. There's relationship coaches. There's business coaches. And just think about a coach like for a team. What does that coach do? The coach helps the athlete optimize their life or optimize their performance. A life coach does the same thing. So if there's anywhere in your life that you're struggling with and you haven't been able to bring it up or optimize it on your own, a life coach can help you with that part of your life. I'm winging this. It's such a good question, but it really is the truth. Now, I'm going to give you guys one more piece that I think is important about a life coach. And this is what I've noticed in my own practice. We all have our thermostats. We all have our set points about what our life, what's our comfortable life. When we fall below our comfort level, when we fall below the line, people will call me for an intuitive life coaching help. They've fallen below. They can't get back to where they want to go. Something's wrong. Something's missing. And they want help getting back to either their comfort zone, or I also get calls from people, I call it above the line, where life is good, but they know they're meant for more and they want help going to the next big thing, not big, the next step in their life. Does that make sense? Is that helpful? Sharon, a life coach helps people move forward within their life. Yeah, you said it better than me. A life coach is similar to our spirit guides. I love that, Sarah. That's amazing. We are guides. We're helpers. Yeah, we help people. Now, here's the thing. I didn't understand about life coaching. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 2014, 13, I think. I started getting life coaching help, but I walked into it like this, like, what is this? What is this? And then I saw the value of it. When we have someone that we can talk to, it's different than therapy. A life coach helps guide you and move you forward. As an intuitive life coach, if somebody says something's wrong in their life, like they're struggling with something, they can't get it okay, they need help with that struggle, I can help with that. It's usually through the emotional work. If we deal with the thoughts, patterns, feelings, emotions, if we work on the patterns that are holding that there, that person's released from it and can create a new pattern. And then I think that's it for that. But then again, there's above the line. People are like, Michelle, I just know I want something more. Like, especially like right now, I'm talking so much about intuitive life coaching. If you're interested in becoming an intuitive life coach, say yes in the chat, or like, this is calling to me. Now, here's the deal. I hate to rain on anyone's parade. We all have a life purpose. We all have it in us for expansion and further expression, because we are life. We are living life right now. And life is always for expansion and for the fullest expression of itself. So then we as human beings have this in us, this feeling of like, I think I want to do this. I want more. I want to feel what this is like. Maybe this is possible. I know I'm meant to help people. Whatever those little thoughts are, I think we get those thoughts because you are life. And life is always for expansion and fuller expression. Does that make sense? A life coach helps you expand and express yourself to the fullest. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm going to answer some of these questions. Debbie, I came in late, so how do we sign up for next week? I'll make sure everyone who's interested in next week's 5-day challenge, just say me please, or register me please, or say yes please, something, and I'll make sure every single one of you, I reach out to you and give you the link. Okay, next week, I was a teacher before I was a coach. I taught 4th grade for several years, and I always wanted as a teacher to be like, I want you to get something out of everything I do. I want your life to get better. And for next week, I want to take you through each piece of intuitive life coaching. Day 1, we're going to explore just the life coaching piece. Day 2, we're going to talk about energy healing, patterns, emotions, subconscious work. Day 3, we're going to talk about using your intuition in a session, how you can use your intuition and how you can help your clients use their intuition. The longer I'm in this intuitive life coaching world, the more I want to empower people and give them the tools to take great care of themselves. Day 4 is 6-figure activation. We've got to really I really want to I don't know what the word is. Put a stake in the ground and say, we are getting, I want this to be a career for you. I want this to be a business. I want you to be an entrepreneur. I want you to make money at this. You will not enjoy serving people if it's not an equal energy exchange. It's going to feel like a drain. Ask me how I know. We really have to get you understanding that this is what you do for a living. And then day 5, your special sauce, weaving it all together. Now, why am I doing this on day 5? Because so many people will say to me, this is the cop out though. This is a cop out thought. Michelle, there's just so many people doing it. I mean, there's no room for me. Like, I'm not special. That's a cop out. Don't do that. You are unique. No one has your experiences. No one has been through what you've been through. No one speaks like you. If you and I were going to help someone right now and actually use the same template, the same exact script, it would be delivered differently based on all of you, based on your energy versus mine. Does that make sense? And both would have value. You are unique and important. Do not forget that. Okay, and then we're going to have bonus days after that over the weekend. And bonus days are how to charge for your services. First day of bonus, second day of bonus is meet some of my intuitive life coaching students. Some of you are in here right now. Did you know you were going to be on live with me next weekend? And then next day's bonus is question and answer session, everything intuitive life coaching. And then we're going to have a private invite only on April 27th that if you're interested in, we can talk about that. Okay, Debbie, I hope I answered that. I really went overboard on that. Linda says, I feel we have had many life lessons in life in many areas, and we're able to follow your intuition for solutions and can help others with our experiences. It's a gift from God. We are meant to use it. Amen, Linda. I love that. Love that. Jackie, do you talk about how and where to market yourself in the classes? Jackie, I probably won't go into that in depth. We do that in depth in our intuitive life coaching and business building program. Jackie, if you want to talk to me about that, I know you and I'd love to talk with you if you're interested. Katie, do you find you are able to help people with just one session, or do most of them need 5 sessions, 10 sessions? I'm wondering if I can incorporate coaching others as I travel to different countries and help them, but with just 1 or 2 sessions before I travel to my next spot. Okay, so Katie, I'm glad you're here. I want you to think about life coaching. My intuitive life coaching now is all online. I was brick and mortar and had an office space. But in 2017, I moved my entire business online and haven't looked back. It's been great. So I want you to just kind of think about that. Like, you can be an intuitive life coach and you get to travel. You get to have both if you want to. And again, if you don't want to. Let's address the question of one session or many sessions are required. Here's what I've learned. Here's what I've really learned. Here's where I'm at now. There's a path to this, but I'll give you where I'm at now. Every session with a client, I expect change. I expect it. And I create a structure in that session that says, what do you hope to accomplish? And I make sure during our hour, we're getting to what they said they wanted. So every session, I expect change. That's just what I expect of myself. I don't want it to be like a therapy model where people are like, yeah, I've been working with her for a couple years and I think no. What do you want to accomplish, and how are we getting there, and how are we going to know when you're there? I want to measure. So change does happen in one session, but what I've known is for people to create real and consistent change takes many sessions. So right now, I don't do just 1 sessions anymore. I have packages of 10 sessions. And because I only want to work with someone who understands. They don't want a quick fix. They get it. They get the idea that, okay, I'm going to work on this thing for 10 weeks. I'm going to see Michelle once a week. And I'm going to go from here to here. Not because Michelle wants it, but because I want it. And I want her to be the one to help me. Okay, awesome, Dawn. Thank you, Katie. Donna, awesome. I'll make sure you get the registration. I'll make sure I give you the link. What's a 5-day challenge? A 5-day challenge, Sonia, is we are going to get together every day live, and I'm going to give you one piece of content and a little homework to do to move you forward, as an intuitive life coach. Oh, Maria's here. Maria is putting the link to the registration page for the 5-day challenge right there in the comments. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Dusty. Okay, any other questions before we go? All right, you're welcome, Katie. I'm glad that helped. Okay, thanks so much for being here, everybody. So let's see. I will be here next Tuesday, but we'll be in the middle of the challenge next Tuesday. So make sure you register so you understand what I'm doing next Tuesday. But next week, I'll be on live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then even Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're gonna do like a full challenge with bonuses, and it's called Become an Intuitive Life Coach. So if you have any interest, please join, participate, lean in. You will get a really good taste if this is calling you. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Bye.